Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ready to Rumble Boxing was originally released back on September 9th, 1999 for the Dreamcast, and then later released on the 31st of October 1999 for the N64 and PlayStation. And for this recording I'm playing the Dreamcast version of the game. The game was both developed and published by Midway. The game also features famous ring announcer Michael Buffer. Hell, not only that, he even has a boxing ring with his own face on it. So let's find out in today's review if this game lives up to his name. There isn't really much of a story to be had here, but you do get some interesting biography and monologue from Michael Buffer as he announces your character and opponent before each fight.
The invincible Boris the Bear Nakama!
I have enhanced superior training!
From Oamaru, New Zealand, wearing the black trunks with gold trim, and weighing in at 226 pounds, the Typhoon Jimmy Blood!
I'm invincible!
But that's really about it. And for this recording I decided to stick with the main man, Boris the Bear Nakama, as he's pretty much just Ivan Drago from Rocky IV.
I must break you.
Basically, you can play arcade mode and win and just simply fight random boxers with predetermined stats, or you can play championship mode.
New game!
Championship mode is pretty much the campaign mode and core part of the game. So let's enter the ring with the good.
Bro Afro Thunder!
It's time to dance! It's time to dance! Dance, sucker!
First up, and probably the best thing about this game in my opinion, is the massive variety of characters you can choose from. But not only that, just how varied and different they are from each other. You get everything from your typical Ivan Drago character like Boris the Bear, to giant sumo wrestlers, to Bruce Lee knockoffs like Jet Iron Chin, to even female boxers like Celine Strike and Lulu Valentine, who for some reason decided to start fighting against men. But not only are they varied in appearance, but in the way they play as well. Each character has its own rumble combos that they can perform, different taunts, jabs, movements, and victory quotes. For the most part, they all feel extremely unique. Probably the next best thing about this game is the gameplay itself. The controls are extremely tight and responsive. Personally, I'm not exactly the best at fighting games. Frankly, I'm pretty terrible at them. But after only a few minutes, I found myself easily adjusted to the controls and knocking out fools in no time.
Train your boxer!
You can also train and build your boxer's stats in championship mode, allowing you to feel a sense of progression as you win prize fights for money, and begin to build your boxer's stats through training.
Weakling!
You can also utilize the Dreamcast's hardware with the VMU and see your health and see stats like how many punches you've thrown and landed, as well as being able to play other players in two-player modes of the game. But not only that, they can bring their own VMU memory card over, plug it into a second controller, and load up their own championship mode boxers, and you can then fight each other's trained boxers in exhibition fights. But sadly you won't see any of that in this recording because I don't have a second controller, or even know anyone for that matter with a SEGA Dreamcast. But ha! Take that, Wii U, and your silly gamepad. I was using a second screen back in '99, but no second screen on any game can save it from the bad.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So after all the training, build-up, and going through the different bronze, silver, and gold classes of fights, a total of 29 fights, he finally made it to the #1 ranked gold class boxer and world heavyweight champion. So after beating fighters like Nat Daddy and Chemo Claw, who could it be? Why, none other than...
From unknown origins, wearing the red trunks and weighing in at 250 pounds. The impregnable, the unholy, the otherworldly TMNT Black!
That's right, a 500-year-old 7-foot dead guy. What, were you expecting Muhammad Ali or something? This isn't Babby's first boxing game, this is Ready to Rumble. And now you're probably thinking, wait, so why is this a bad thing? Well, Damien Black isn't really the bad thing, but what is bad is how easy of a fight he is. After your rematch with Nat Daddy in Gold Class, which I personally couldn't even knock him out, and won just retaining less damage and surviving the damn match, Damien Black is a pushover in comparison, literally. He may look menacing and tough, but he's probably one of the easiest fights in the gold class of boxers you face, which is my first problem with this game. The final fight in this game is not exactly much of a challenge. So after beating him and becoming world champion and seeing the dance of Boris's people, what's next? Yep, you appear back at the character select screen and just pick a new fighter and do the same thing again and win another 40 to 60 fights depending on how much you train them. This brings me to my next and biggest issue with this game: repetition. Repetition is the #1 offender in this game. This is literally the whole game. You pick a fighter, you win all 3 classes, become champion, and unlock a few new boxes for you to choose from and repeat the process all over again. And after doing so with every other fighter in the game, what's your reward? You unlock Damien Black, who funny enough is literally the hardest boxer to master since he's a massive target, extremely slow, and throws a punch like a nanny. Gee, thanks Midway. Other than that, I don't have many gripes with this game, other than some minor things. The intro music to the game is pretty damn good and catchy. The menu music just loops forever and it gets pretty annoying pretty fast. There isn't really much of any music to speak of in this game either. This is pretty much all you hear in any fight. My next gripe is the training mode for your boxers. You have 2 options for when you're training your boxer: manual or automatic. Manual lets you do some mini-games in order to get better stat improvement from it, but a lot of the mini-games are kinda hit and miss. What I mean by that is, pretty much most of the training is stupid rhythm games, another thing I'm terrible at. But as I said, at the end of the day, these are just minor gripes. Rhythm stuff is not really my thing. For all I know, someone out there may actually enjoy the training modes in this game. Me personally, I just stuck with automatic training, which just skips the minigame. It only gives you a certain percentage of stat that you could potentially earn. Well, that and pills and vitamins. Lots and lots of pills and vitamins for my
Superior training!
But not even the most superior training in the world can stop the ugly.
And orange trim. Weighing in at 290 pounds, the mouth from the south, Hank Thrasher.
In this segment I talked about graphics. Overall, graphically, this was a damn good looking game back in 1999. The facial animation, lip syncing, and character models were considered amazing for its time, especially on the SEGA Dreamcast version of the game, which is what you're seeing now. You could also see bruises and damage your character's face took throughout the course of the fight. Even today, I'm kind of impressed by all the little details, like spit going flying when you land a brutal hit on your opponent's face, and teeth being visibly gone at the end of fights, and the purple swollen bruises. But the game does have some minor graphical issues as well, like clipping through the environment in Boxing Ring, for example, as well as characters' clothing clipping in introductions. Just minor annoyances. At the end of the day, Ready to Rumble Boxing is a great arcade boxing game, and can be found reasonably cheap nowadays online, and I recommend it to anyone's Dreamcast collection. I'd give Ready to Rumble Boxing on the SEGA Dreamcast a solid George Foreman grill out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you liked the video, make sure to let us know by giving us a like, leaving a comment down below, maybe some feedback, and to subscribe for more videos and reviews in the future. You can also find all of our reviews on ClassicGameRoom.com. You too to post your very own videos and written reviews, add your own Space Vault pages for your own favorite games, browse the forums, earn XP and more. And then you can do what I do and go to sleep that night knowing you've helped further the CGR Galactic Empire more, and maybe even have Mark Bussler narrate your dreams that night. Unless it's that dream where I got another game over in Space Star. I don't like it when he narrates that one. Make sure to also check out buttonsmashersblog.com. There you can find all of our reviews, articles, video game news, as well as anime and manga reviews and impressions, podcasts, and more. And if you want to watch another review right now at this very moment, make sure to check out our latest journalistic review, Master of Darkness, down below. Links and information on everything you've seen in today's episode will also be in the description down below. Until next time, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode.